Hello everyone, it's Diamond here, and this week we're going to be talking about what if Goku killed Bulma. Now, for this what if scenario, it's pretty simple actually. For this one, we're going to say that Goku doesn't hold back, he doesn't spare, he doesn't think twice. If there's a threat, he's killing it regardless if they apologize or not. So this one will be a little bit interesting. You're going to see how this one turns out later on in the series. So, to start this off, we're going to start it off somewhere around the original Dragon Ball. In fact, the very beginning of the original Dragon Ball. Now, from what we know, Raditz had told Goku that he was a Saiyan that landed on Earth to destroy it. But Grandpa Gohan accidentally dropped Goku, causing him to lose his memory of being evil and knowing about his origins. So for this what if, I'm going to say that he fell so hard that not only he fell and lost his memory of being a Saiyan, but also his personality had changed. He's still a nice guy, but doesn't really spare anyone. So, the story will still play out the same, with Grandpa Gohan dying and Goku being by himself. Now, some time has passed, and Goku is outside, breaking up some logs, and just when he's about to eat his fish, Bulma arrives with her car. Now, as we know in the original, Goku freaked out and attacked her. Goku proceeded to pick up her car and throw it, telling Bulma to come out of her car and fight him. Bulma jumps out, telling Goku to stop, but he's not listening. Regardless if she apologizes or even tells him to stop, he's going to put her down at this point in time. There's nothing she can do. So, with knowing that her life is at risk, she pulls out her gun and starts shooting Goku. But as we know in the original, it didn't do anything to him. This makes Goku angrier, in fact, going as far as to attack her with his power pole. Depending on how hard he hit her, I'm going to say that she unfortunately died by the hands of Goku in this what if. Now, because Goku killed Bulma, he's not going to learn too much about being a normal person, which as we saw in the original, she explained to him what it means to be human. Also, she told him about the Dragon Balls. So with Bulma being dead, he wouldn't really have too much knowledge about the Dragon Balls and what they do exactly. But with Bulma being dead, I'm going to say that Goku starts looting her, looking to see if she has anything on her. He ends up finding a Dragon Ball, and is very confused to see it because Gohan has a Dragon Ball, and now Bulma has one. So he's not too sure of what's going on. So he brings it back to his home. He starts noticing something different. Both of the Dragon Balls are reacting together. They're glowing and making a sound. He's not too sure of what's going on, but he's starting to get the feeling that if he puts both of them together, they start to interact with one another. You know, as we saw, they start glowing. So he's not too sure on how many Dragon Balls there are and what they do when he gets them all, but he's interested to see what exactly these Dragon Balls do, just because he saw two of these things react to each other. So for this what if, I'm going to say that Goku decides to head off to find the Dragon Balls. Like I said before, he's not too sure of what they do, but he is interested to see what's going on. So he heads back outside, and goes back to Bulma. He begins looting her some more to see if she has an extra Dragon Ball on her. But unfortunately for Goku, she doesn't have anything. He does see some capsules. He's very confused as to what these are, but decides to mess with it just to see what it does. He ends up touching one of the capsules, and pops out a vehicle. Goku is very surprised, seeing as how this vehicle is similar to the one that Bulma was riding on. So for the sake of this what if, I'm gonna say that Goku doesn't trust the vehicle, and proceeds to destroy it. So, with all of Bulma's things being destroyed, Goku decides to head off on foot to see what's going on. Now, I'm gonna say that Goku does come across the pterodactyl, because in the original, he was going to eat Bulma. Because she's not with him, I'm gonna say that the pterodactyl decides to eat Goku. But as we all know, Goku's one of the strongest characters on Earth. He's not gonna let something like this stop him. So, as he's getting closer to Goku to try to grab him and eat him, Goku uses his power pole, and immediately just defeats him, effortlessly actually. So now Goku can continue on in his journey. About a day goes by, and eventually Goku comes across Master Roshi's turtle, which he tells Goku that he needs to get back to the sea. Now, even though Goku has killed He's still a nice guy, it's just that he does have a bit of trust issues, but for the sake of this what if, I'm gonna say that he proceeds to bring him to the sea. And while traveling, he does come across the bearer, just like in the original. And also, just like in the original, Goku defeats him effortlessly, but because he is killed, I'm gonna say that he decides to fight him a little bit more violently than he did in the original. So, once the turtle gets back to the sea, he tells Goku that he will bring him something, and to just wait there. Goku's a little bit impatient, but he decides to wait nonetheless. So eventually, the turtle does arrive with Master Roshi, and when Goku sees him, the first thing he notices is the Dragon Ball. Now, for this what if, Goku isn't very patient, like I said before, and he's a little bit disrespectful. So, the first thing he tells Roshi is, you have a Dragon Ball. Can I have it? Or at least can I see it? He's not really greeting him or trying to talk to him or nothing. He just wants the Dragon Ball. Roshi tells Goku to be more respectful when he's talking to him. Goku gets a little bit angry but apologizes and tells him what's been going on and tells him about these things. Now, Goku doesn't know what these things are. He's not even sure what they're called. Goku shows it to him and tells him that he has 2 of these, and begins to ask him if he can have the Dragon Ball. Now, Roshi tells him, well, what's in it for him? He's not just going to give it for free. Goku's not too sure what he can give him, so he does try to give him some food, but it's not working out. Roshi just comes out and just says that he wants little something something. Goku's not too sure what this is and where he can even get it. All he knows is that he just wants to see what these Dragon Balls are and what they do. Roshi tells Goku if he can bring him a certain something something, he will give him the Dragon Ball in return. Goku agrees and begins to ask Roshi just where he can find this exactly. Roshi tells him to find it in town, city, stuff like that. Goku's not too sure where to look, but he tells him that he will try to find something. Goku tells Roshi that he's not too sure how long the journey will take, and he begins asking him how can he get to these things in time, because he wants to hurry up and get all these Dragon Balls. Roshi tells him about the Nimbus Cloud, and tells him if he wants to ride it. Goku says yes immediately, doesn't even let him finish, and jumps on. But here's the thing. Because Goku took a life without any remorse, he immediately falls off the Nimbus Cloud. Roshi tells him that he's not pure of heart, which is why he can't get on the Nimbus Cloud. So unfortunately, Goku has to set off on foot to find Roshi's magazines and bring it back to him and get the Dragon Ball. Now as Goku heads off, he ends up heading towards the town where he met Oolong. And that's where I'm going to leave it off for now. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to subscribe, that way you don't miss a video on this channel. Feel free to like if you enjoyed the video, comment telling me what you enjoyed or what you think should improve on the channel. That being said guys, this has been Diamond Legend, and I will see you guys in the next video.